So then it goes on to mention me. Jason Lightfoot is among the cohort of UK YouTube stars who have gained a large following by defending China against criticism from the West. Yes, that is true. I'm defending China from all the bullshit that you write every day in your newspapers. He said, all these bullshit stories by Western media is a plot to try and destabilize China to serve their own geopolitical interests. They're afraid of China's rise. That's true, I did say that. I'm glad you put that quote in. That's about the only bit of truth in this entire article. In one video shared by CGTN, Lightfoot mocks a BBC investigation. Yes, that was true. I did mock BSB. I can't believe that this guy actually sat there and watched my BSB news. Here we are. 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 I mean, they talk about my funding, which I will reveal at the end of this video. But I mean, these guys, they are literally funded. These think tanks are literally funded to spread lies and write stories about China that are simply not true. Have I got a good show for you today, ladies and gentlemen? I'm in the Times newspaper. Again. Ah, look at that blue sky. Oh, welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, then my name is Jason, aka Wildman Cobra, aka Mr. Yuisa, aka Hamba Wang. About 6 months ago, I featured in the Times newspaper. They wrote a little article about me claiming that I was funded by Beijing without any evidence or proof of anything. 6 months later, I'm back in the Times again. I can imagine my mum and dad coming down in the morning. My dad's got a little cup of tea. He opens the Times newspaper. Jason's in the Times newspaper again. My mum hears it. Oh, faints. My dad actually told me he managed to get his hands on a copy and he's now framed it. The title of the article: China State TV channel CGTN enlists UK student influencers. China's state TV station has been targeting British university campuses and offering students the chance to win thousands of pounds by becoming pro-Beijing social media influencers, the Times can reveal. Oh my God. Now, they're referring to a competition that is being run by CGTN, and it's called the Media Challenges. CGTN is giving ordinary, regular people around the world from any country a chance. Maybe you've always had a dream to be a presenter, a host, a vlogger, a news anchor, right? But you never pursued that dream, or your life went a different direction. But now CGTN is basically giving you a chance to get your foot in the door with this competition. And so you send in a 3-minute video of yourself showing your skills, your talents, and as if you were a host or a presenter. And if you win 10,000 US dollars. You get professional multimedia training from CGTN, and then at the end of it you get a full-time job or a part-time job at CGTN. I mean, it sounds like an amazing competition. But wait, hold on a second. Why would the Times write this? That sounds great. They didn't write this. They had to twist everything about this competition to make it seem as if it's some evil, nefarious program that has been run by the Chinese government to recruit people to push Chinese propaganda. When actually all it is CGTN, they're trying to recruit talented people to report the news, to report the truth, something Western media seems to know very little about. So in this article, it then goes on to claim that some Chinese students in Manchester and Leeds University in the UK have applied for this competition and they've sent in their video. Now, you're probably not going to believe this, right? But after this little twerp, this novelist, right, he's written and insinuated that this competition is some evil program for the Chinese government to recruit people to push propaganda, to become these kind of spies, right? He then goes on to post the faces of these innocent young Chinese students in the newspaper. And then he writes a little story about them, claiming that they've joined this campaign. Look, that's them. As if like targeting on them. I mean, can you imagine how much hate that is going to provoke onto them? They're already dealing with enough hate with the whole Asian hate thing in the UK, and now you have printed their faces in the newspaper. I mean, this guy is despicable. Now, where do I come into all of this? Well, we're about to find out. I promoted this competition. CGTN, they asked me to do a little video just asking for people to apply, and they told me about the competition. I thought it was a great idea and agreed to it. And then I said, can I apply myself? And they was like, no. And then I was like, why not? And then I knew, because they thought I would probably win it. So then it goes on to mention me. Jason Lightfoot is among the cohort of UK YouTube stars who have gained a large following by defending China against criticism from the West. Yes, that is true. I'm defending China from all the bullshit that you write every day in your newspapers. In one video shared by CGTN, Lightfoot mocks a BBC investigation. Yes, that was true. I did mock BSB. I can't believe that this guy actually sat there and watched my BSB news. Here we are. 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 It's a complete war zone. He said, all these bullshit stories by Western media is a plot to try and destabilize China to serve their own geopolitical interests. They're afraid of China's rise. That's true, I did say that. I'm glad you put that quote in. That's about the only bit of truth in this entire article. It then goes on to say, he has 15 million views on his YouTube account and 130,000 subscribers. In one video shared by CGTN, Lightfoot is in Xinjiang. Wait, hold on a second. I've never even been to Xinjiang in my life. I mean, it shows you, this kind of guy. I've never even been to Xinjiang in my entire life. Basically what he's done is seen the topic of the video is about Xinjiang. The thumbnail, probably he thinks that's Xinjiang. Most likely he didn't even watch the video that he is reporting on. I mean, can you believe it? Hey, the Times! Why don't you hire some proper journalists for once instead of hiring novelists who just write whatever they want? What a joke. This is the exact same place where I was to take that thumbnail. I never in the video said I was in Xinjiang. The topic of the video was Xinjiang. And I was here in Guizhou province. I mean, I know he probably saw the thumbnail and was like, oh, look over there. Look over there. There's a camp. It's a goddamn kindergarten. You're not going to believe this. I was just checking the article on my phone and I refreshed it. And the part where it says I went to Xinjiang has now disappeared. They corrected it. Can you believe it? Hey, hold on, Times. Don't try and cover your tracks. Don't try and scurry away like a little rat. I've already taken pictures of it. I've got the evidence here that you're hiring novelists. Don't try, and also it's on the paper copy, which I have bought and framed. You've got comments from people like Sir Ian Duncan Smith. I mean, this dude is literally banned from ever entering China ever again in his life, and his family is also banned because of the amount of lies that he spreads about China. And then you've got some dude from the Henry Jackson Society. Now, what exactly is the Henry Jackson Society? Well, let me tell you. In 2017, the Henry Jackson Society was accused of running an anti-China propaganda campaign after the Japanese embassy gave them a monthly fee of £10,000. The campaign was said to be aimed at planting Japan's concerns about China into British newspapers. I mean, these are the kinds of comments from people or societies that you've got in this article. They're already anti-China. They get paid. They literally get paid to be anti-China. What more can I say? Investigative journalist Jason Berger. I rest my case. I mean, they talk about my funding, which I will reveal at the end of this video. But I mean, these guys, they are literally funded. These think tanks are literally funded to spread lies and write stories about China that are simply not true. there's a funny part in the article, and it's talking about CGTN after they got banned by Ofcom, and it says, after CGTN was taken off air, it approached French regulators to confirm that it was to be under their jurisdiction and European law, a loophole that allows it to broadcast in the UK regardless of any Ofcom ruling. I mean, that is just amazing. Hats off to CGTN for working that one out. Still being broadcast far and wide across the UK. Ofcom, put that in your pipe and smoke it, lad. It also goes on to attack Lee and Ollie Barrett from the Barrett channel, who are just like me, you know, they're just showing the truth. They're showing what is happening here in China. The truth. CGTN, the Barretts, Lightfoot and Manchester and Leeds University did not respond to requests for comment. Well, I can tell you why I didn't respond to a request for a comment. Because your email went directly to my junk folder, so I never saw it. Anyway, so it went directly where it belongs, straight in the trash, in the junk folder, just like last time. It then says, Lightfoot claimed in an interview with CGTN that his content was entirely self-funded. Yes, that is correct. I'm entirely self-funded. Just like I said in my last time's video, I'm funded by Jason's Back Pocket Fund. But now, who funds Jason's Back Pocket Fund? Well, Jason does. But who funds Jason? Well, let me tell you now. I'm gonna reveal. My main source of income is from the ad revenue of YouTube videos. YouTube is an American company. The Times UK is owned by an American company. So I'm paid and promoted by America. Now, why is it the Times is fabricating these stories about China, writing all this false crap about China? Well, I found out it's because the Times is owned by News Corp. And News Corp is an American company. And it's run by good old Rupert Murdoch. Now, why does Rupert Murdoch hate China so much? Well, actually, he didn't used to. About 11 years ago, he tried to set up a new media company, some news channel or something, in China. He spent loads of money trying to set it up with his Chinese wife at the time, but unfortunately it failed. And he lost so much money, a huge amount of money, right, trying to set this up. Then he also lost his Chinese wife. They got divorced. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There's always an answer behind. If you dig deep enough, you find the secret hidden agenda. Like, for example, the Times, the Sun, the Wall Street Journal is all owned by News Corp, an American company run by Rupert Murdoch, who in turn hates China because of a business deal that went bad. And then he also lost his Chinese wife. So I'm now signing off back to you in the studio. Jason Berger, BSB News investigative journalist, signing off. Man, it is hot. Whew. Sorry, what's that? What's that? The UK's still not out of lockdown. They're going into their 9th lockdown. Sorry, can you repeat that? Did you say 9th? What is Boris doing?